Hello, boys and girls. I'm going to read you a story called Avocado Baby by John Birmingham. Let's see what happens. By the way, this is an avocado, sometimes called an avocado pear. Let's see what happens in the story. Mr. and Mrs. Hargreaves and their two children were not very strong. Mrs. Hargreaves was expecting another baby, and they all hoped it would not be as weak as they were. The new baby was born, and all the family were very pleased. Mr. and Mrs. Hargreaves brought the baby home, and it grew. But as they feared, it did not grow strong. Mrs. Hargreaves found feeding the baby very difficult. It did not like food or want to eat much. "Whatever can I do?" wailed Mrs. Hargreaves. "The baby doesn't like eating. Anything I make and it looks so weak." "Why don't you give it the avocado pear?" said the children. Mm, mm. In the fruit bowl on the table was an avocado pear. Nobody knew how it had got there because the Hargreaves never bought avocados. Mrs. Hargreaves cut the pear in half, mashed it up, and gave it to the baby, who ate it all up. From that day on, an amazing thing happened. The baby became very strong. It was getting so strong it could break out from the straps on his high chair. He could pull other children uphill in a cart. He could wrench off the side of his cot. Can you see that? And each day, Mrs. Hargreaves gave the baby an avocado pear. Hmm. One night, a burglar got into the house. Hmm. The baby woke up and, hearing the burglar moving about downstairs, leapt out of its cot. Hey! The baby picked up a broom and chased the burglar. Burglar was so frightened at being chased by a baby, he dropped his bag and ran out of the house. The next day, Mr. Hargreaves put a notice on the gate. "That should keep the burglars away," he said. Can you see what it says? "Beware of the baby." The baby would help with the shopping, move the furniture, push the car when it wouldn't start. One day, two bullies were waiting for the children in the park. Mm, bullies. The bullies started being very nasty to the children. Oh dear. The baby did not like that and jumped out of its pushchair. It picked up the bullies, oh, and threw them into the pond. Oh, I mean, maybe you should have had a chat with them first about what they were doing, their behaviour. He's only a baby. The baby gets stronger every day, and of course, it is still eating avocado pears. Bye.